You sit down, you buckle in, you stow your bag, and you believe 5 things about flying that are completely wrong. I am a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer. I have worked on commercial aircraft for years. I know exactly what passengers believe, and I know which of those beliefs are myths. These are the top 5. Myth 1. Mobile phones can interfere with the aircraft and cause a crash. This is the one almost everyone believes, and it is wrong. Modern aircraft are designed to be electromagnetically robust. Cabin systems and flight systems are heavily shielded. The wiring is engineered to specific tolerances against external interference. A phone left on by accident does not bring down a plane. It never has. The reason airlines ask for flight mode is operational, not catastrophic. Hundreds of phones at high altitude, all searching for a signal, can interfere with ground cellular networks. That is the actual reason. It is a courtesy to the network on the ground. Not a safety threat to the aircraft. The crash risk is 0. That is myth 1. Myth 2. Cabin air is recycled, stale, and full of germs. This one is so widely believed that it has become accepted as fact. It is not. Cabin air is cleaner than the air in most offices, cleaner than your home, cleaner than the airport you walked through to board the aircraft. Modern commercial aircraft pull fresh air directly from the engines through the bleed air system. That air is then mixed with HEPA-filtered, recirculated air. The cabin air is completely refreshed every 2 to 3 minutes. HEPA filters used in aircraft remove 99.97% of airborne particles. The same standard used in hospital operating theaters and intensive care units. The myth is not just wrong, it is the opposite of the truth. That is myth 2. Myth 3. Someone could open the door mid-flight. This one comes up every time someone misbehaves on a plane. It is not possible. At cruise altitude, the cabin is pressurized. The pressure differential between the inside of the aircraft and the outside is significant. That pressure presses outward on every door with thousands of kilograms of force. The doors are plug-type doors. They are larger than the door frame on the inside. To open them, you would need to first pull them inward against the pressurization. That is not physically possible during flight. No human strength can overcome that force. The door will not move. It cannot move. This is not a procedural rule. It is a physical reality. That is myth 3. Myth 4. Lightning strikes can bring down an aircraft. Every commercial aircraft is struck by lightning approximately once a year on average, and the passengers usually do not even know it happened. Aircraft are designed as Faraday cages. The metal fuselage and wings conduct the lightning around the outside of the aircraft and away through the static dischargers on the wingtips and tail. The energy never reaches the passengers. The energy never reaches the critical systems. The aircraft is engineered specifically for this. The last commercial aircraft accident attributed to a lightning strike was Pan Am Flight 214 in 1963. A Boeing 707 over Maryland. A lightning strike ignited fuel vapors in a tank and the aircraft was lost. After that, certification standards changed. Modern aircraft fuel tanks are engineered specifically to prevent that ignition path. They are tested against direct lightning strikes as part of the certification process. A lightning strike on a commercial aircraft today is a non-event. The aircraft continues to its destination. The maintenance team inspects it on the ground, and it flies again the next day. That is myth 4. Myth 5. Aircraft dump toilet waste while flying. People still believe aircraft dump waste mid-air. It is one of the most persistent myths in aviation. Aircraft toilets are vacuum systems. The waste is sealed inside dedicated tanks built into the aircraft structure. Those tanks can only be accessed and emptied by ground crew using specialized equipment at the airport. There is no valve, lever, or system that allows toilet waste to be released during flight. It is physically impossible. Blue ice does occasionally form on aircraft from leaks in lavatory drain systems. It is a frozen mixture of leaked water and the disinfectant fluid used in the toilet. When it falls, it can be mistaken for an aircraft dump. But it is a maintenance issue, not standard operation. And it is rare. The system is sealed. The waste stays on board until the aircraft is on the ground. Always. That is myth 5. 5 myths. All wrong. All believed by millions of passengers every day. The reason these myths persist is simple. Passengers see things they do not understand. Doors, filters, procedures, signs, they fill in the gaps with stories that sound plausible. But aviation is not built on plausible stories. It is built on engineering, regulation, and physics. You believed 5 things that were wrong. Now you know. I am an aircraft maintenance engineer. The aircraft is not a mystery. It is a machine. Engineered, tested, and certified for exactly the conditions you fly through every day. Now you know. If you want to understand what is actually happening every time you fly, subscribe. I break it down in a way that actually makes sense. See you in the next one.